I thought it was time to break down everything that you can expect, everything you'll be able to do and complete, so as soon as it launches you can jump in and see if this new game is worth your hard-earned money. With Battlefront 1 in 2015, the opinion generally was that there wasn't enough content to really get our hands on, but with Battlefront 2, EA have been boasting just how much they've managed to cram in, and the beta follows suit. It's including much more content than we've really come to expect from betas before. So firstly, let's work out when you can actually get access to the beta, because there are two different routes that you can take. Now, it's an open beta, so anyone out there on PS4, Xbox One, and PC is able to jump in and give the game a try. And that access starts for everyone on October the 6th at 1 AM Pacific Time, 4 AM Eastern Time, 9 AM British Summer Time, and 10 AM Central European Standard Time. All of those times are the same time, it just gives you a better reference depending on where you might live. Now, a second, earlier route to get into the beta does exist as well. If you have pre-ordered Star Wars Battlefront 2, you will get 2 days early access to the beta. That starts on October the 4th at the same times I just mentioned. This applies again to PC, Xbox One and PS4, so if you have pre-ordered the game, you'll get some extra time with the beta content. The beta will run through until Monday the 9th of October, so you'll have all weekend to play the game, see what you think of it and its new content. And speaking of which, let's give you a rundown on that content and what you'll actually be playing in this beta. There will be 4 different game modes available in the beta. We've got Starfighter Assault, Galactic Assault, Strike, and Arcade. Now, Starfighter Assault takes place on the Fondor map, and this was shown off at Gamescom a couple of months ago. Galactic Assault takes place on Naboo in Theed City. You've already seen this from EA Play back in June, and it offers the highest player count of all of the game modes available in Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's 20 versus 20. An objective-based game mode, you'll either attack or defend to try and win. A brand new game mode, not yet shown off, will be included in the beta, and it's called Strike. This mode will be set on Takodana, which is one of the Force Awakens locations included in the game, and it will include Maz Kanata's castle as well. Now, Strike is a smaller game mode. 2 teams need to fight over different objectives in different locations. We don't have a huge amount more detail on this game mode at the moment. And the 4th mode is Arcade. This is a single-player mode in the beta where you can test your skills and you can try out different equipment against enemy AI. In the final game, this will be an offline mode, and it will be available in split screen on the consoles, but for the beta, DICE has decided to place the mode into an online state, so that when the beta ends, it can't then be accessed. As it would be an offline mode, once the servers came down, you would still be able to get access to it. This was confirmed by EA's Star Wars community manager Matt Everett on Twitter a few days ago. So no dreams of accessing the beta once those servers go down. Of course, however, it's not just game modes that you'll be trying in the beta. DICE will be allowing all players to access and complete various challenges throughout the beta, and that will hand out rewards if you complete them. Now, we can assume that this is DICE testing out their daily challenges feature for the main game, and to give players plenty to do every single time they come to log in. Now, at this time, we aren't aware of what rewards DICE is planning to hand out for completing these challenges, but with just 2 days to go until the beta, we're going to find out soon. The challenges start on October the 4th, so these first 2 challenges are only accessible to players who pre-ordered the game to get early beta access. October the 4th's challenge is all about playing as the Assault class. You need to play as all 4 different types of Assault Trooper available in the beta, and defeat 150 enemies in any game mode. On October the 5th, again only accessible to pre-order early access players, you need to become a hero or a villain using the battle point system and defeat 20 enemies. You can do this on the Galactic Assault game mode. On October the 6th, the first challenge that any player in the beta can complete, play 3 different arcade scenarios and defeat 30 enemies. On October the 7th, we're going back to focusing on Galactic Assault. Play around, defeat 20 enemies as a reinforcement character, you need to use your battle points to access those, and defeat another reinforcement character or hero character whilst playing as a reinforcement yourself. Yeah, that one's quite long-winded. And finally, the last challenge of the beta stretches across the final 2 days, October the 8th and October the 9th, and this one focuses on Starfighter Assault. Become a hero ship, destroy 5 turrets, destroy 5 objects, and get 25 saviour kill assists. If these 5 challenges across the beta are anything like what we're getting in the final game, then that would be absolutely awesome for Star Wars Battlefront 2. Having a really robust, challenging progression system is something that a previous shooter that DICE made didn't really work out too well on. I'm talking about you, Battlefield 1. So if they can get it right in Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is a game that a lot of people are excited about, I think this could go down really, really well. With all of that content just for a beta, EA has warned that it could take some time for you to download it all once the beta kicks off. Now, unfortunately, EA aren't allowing preloading of the beta, and that seems strange considering they're warning people that it could take a long time, but there we go. One final point, and this doesn't apply to Xbox One and PS4 players because you're all running on the same hardware, but I do have some minimum and recommended PC specs to run the beta. They're quite demanding on the recommended side, which is what you should expect nowadays from EA games running on the Frostbite engine. Let's start with the minimum PC specs. You can run on Windows 7, 8.1 and Windows 10. You need at least an AMD FX 6350 or an Intel Core i5 6600K, 8GB of RAM, and at least an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 660 or an AMD Radeon HD 7850, and 15GB of hard drive space. Recommended specs, your OS should be Windows 10 64-bit, AMD FX 8350 CPU or an Intel Core i7 6700 or equivalent, 16GB of RAM, and an AMD Radeon RX 480 or an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 graphics card, and again, 15GB of hard drive space. I said this game was pretty demanding to run, and those high-level specs aren't as high as I've seen before, but, you know, you need a pretty beefy PC if you want to play this on high settings. But there you are, everything you need to know about the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta. You've got plenty of content there to go and try, and of course from the 6th of October, anyone can download it and jump in for free, so really, you've got no reason not to give this game a go. People are of course apprehensive about this game considering the previous one was a little bit of a letdown, so this is your opportunity to see whether you feel this time around the game is worth your money. But thank you very much for watching. I'll be bringing you plenty of Star Wars content over the next week or so as I cover the beta. But until next time, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.